Jim Brogan. I was born here. I've been here all my life. I have 2 degrees from the University of Tennessee. So we do wealth management and retirement planning. So what does that really mean? Anything in your life that could impact your finances, whether it's investing money, whether it's how to structure income, if we can optimize our taxes, so we serve people. And that's part of our mission statement. We serve people.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is Saturday morning, and the big old orange suit jacket is back. Had to throw it on today, even though it's an away game. Didn't do the whole suit today, but either way, it is Saturday, and it's game day. And it's a stormy start to the day. Actually, I want to start you off first things first with a live look at the radar here this morning, because we do have some pretty good showers and thunderstorms already starting to show up early this morning. National Weather Service has issued a special weather statement for these storms up into Union County. So we've got from Lake City to Norris Lake. We've got some pretty healthy rain right now showing up. And when you look at the skip from the National Weather Service, this will be moving its way. Well, it is over Norris Lake, but it's over Norris Lake. What am I talking about? Anyways, hail could be upwards of 2-inch diameter. So not talking about a major hail core, but it is tracking to the northeast at 17 miles per hour. That's going to be moving its way into Sharps Chapel again, Big Barren. Places like Tazewell, Powell Valley kind of heads up there. Got some showers. And we've had a nice little lonely shower over towards Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg, Sevierville area, Pittman Center, right along 411 and 321. So we've already got some early morning showers. And the cool thing is you can see this from the cameras. That's that storm up there into parts of Union County, just north of Clinton up towards Lake City. You can see that cell firing there from the Orange Hat camera in Hardin Valley. So a nice stormy start to the day for some of us, and it's going to continue to stay that way throughout the afternoon. Now, don't cancel any outdoor plans because, well, we're not talking about any major storm system, but we are talking about some afternoon showers and thunderstorms. So let's go back to the satellite and radar here this morning. And we have this trough that's swinging its way through. So the bulk of the rain is over into Virginia, North and South Carolina, along the Outer Banks, and stretching all the way down to parts of Georgia, Savannah, Jacksonville, Florida, Gainesville area as well. So that's where the bulk of the moisture is. But remember, we've been talking about this little trough swinging its way into the area. So our upper level pattern continues to take the bulk of the moisture off to our east and northeast as this low kind of opens up and moves its way to the northeast. Wicked weather in Anderson County. Yeah, we got some pretty good storms out there this morning, Buck. No, it's Ryder Cup. That's right. What are you going to be doing all day? Sitting on the couch watching the Ryder Cup all day? Morning, Andrew. How are you? It's a very fall-looking day in White Pine. Foggy, and the color started to show a little bit. Nice. Go Big Orange. Have you seen the orange jacket? That orange jacket is awesome, Buck says. All right, so this little wave is going to be swinging its way on out of here. We are talking tropics. Have you seen the latest forecast and the latest tropical information from what potentially could be Imelda? It is potential tropical cyclone number 9 right now. Again, satellite and radar showing the storms firing up here this morning. We do have a little bit of fog or some lower visibility in some locations. So if you're traveling up and over the plateau into Middle Tennessee, you may run into some dense fog there. The southern Sequatchie Valley seeing a little bit of dense fog this morning as well. Good morning, Carol. Temperatures this morning, not bad. For the most part, we're in the 60s, so we're trending about where we were yesterday, give or take a few degrees here or there. So our futurecast is not picking up on the storms here this morning, but I think the general idea today is that upper-level wave swinging on in. That's going to help to spark off a few more afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Could see some gustier winds associated with some of those storms as well, but I think upper East Tennessee is likely to get the majority of the rain and the mountain counties. So when you look at your rainfall forecast by the end of the day, this paints a better picture. Again, some storms out there this morning, few storms this afternoon. Best location, mountain counties, upper East Tennessee. Where we do have a level 1 risk, by the way, for some localized flooding and flash flooding. So we've got a lot of moisture in the atmosphere to work with. And the storms may fire up a little bit tomorrow. Not expecting a whole lot of activity tomorrow, and I don't think that we'll see much throughout the day on Monday. I actually think Sunday, Monday will be on the drier side. So your afternoon forecast today, we're going to see those temps climbing to the upper 70s to low 80s, so another solid average day. Temperatures, remember, this time of the year are in the upper 70s to low 80s. Into the evening hours, if you have evening plans here tonight, watching the ball game outside, getting together with people. Of course, game's at 4:15, I think it is. 4:45, 4:15. Anyway, it's kind of a weird time. But anyway, should be a perfect night to do some grilling, watching some football. Some of us will have to dodge some of those storms if you have outdoor plans to be watching the game outside. 3-day forecast. Again, we're going to see those rain showers start to decrease as we get into our Sunday, Monday. And then next week's a little bit of an unknown because of this tropical system that is potential tropical cyclone number 9. So where is it going? Likely to become a tropical storm probably later on today or tomorrow morning. Could become a Category 1 hurricane. And then where does it go? There's a lot of unknowns because if you were with me yesterday, it looked like the storm was going to be moving its way into the southeastern coastline and inland. But now look at these models. These are all the spaghetti models, and they're like, hard right turn, hard left turn. Which way am I going? I don't know. So there's still a lot of unknowns of where this storm system will go. I talked to somebody yesterday, said, okay, it looks like it's going to be the Carolinas, not Florida. We've got a lot of vacationers heading on to fall break, either to Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, or, of course, the Florida coastline to 30A and whatnot. He's like, is this storm going to hit 30A? I said, no, it doesn't look like it, but some of the models are veering it back to the west and southwest. So it'll be interesting to see how this all plays out. Let me show you a different perspective. So our upper level pattern, what you're looking at is 500 millibars. And we've got, of course, Umberto just kind of hanging out in the ocean. But here comes this tropical wave swinging into the southeastern coastline. Watch this. They're going to kind of bounce off each other. Umberto moves its way back out into the ocean. And based on this model guidance, which is the American model of the GFS, it also is going to be taking its way back out into the ocean, but may pinch off an area of low pressure that may linger across the southeast. So there is a lot of unknowns with this system. We talked about the National Weather Service yesterday, how they had a great forecast discussion saying, hey, listen, I know we're heading into, or we've got the anniversary of Helene, and this is nothing like that at all. We don't have 3 days of rain leading up to it. But with that said, again, if you are heading to the coastal areas, when you look at your 7-day rainfall outlook from Norfolk to Charlotte, Raleigh to Myrtle Beach and Charleston, we're talking, 2 to 5, 7 inches of rainfall potentially with this system moving its way on in. And of course, that's where we're going to have the greatest potential for some flooding and flash flooding concerns here over the next several days as all this moisture moves on in. And we're likely to stay elevated with rainfall totals across the southeastern coastline. But for us here in East Tennessee, we're probably going to be trending a little bit on the average side, which is dry for this time of the year anyways. Upper 70s to low 80s, may fall into the mid 70s by next Thursday, Friday timeframe. So be interesting to see how that plays out. And our temperature outlook by the Climate Prediction Center, still predicting the average to maybe even slightly above average temperatures. So a lot going on here. Of course, the tropics, it's going to be interesting. Okay, so the game's at 4:15. I knew it was like somewhere around that time, Julie. Let's see. Unfortunately, Europe has a 3-point lead. Oh, no, that's no good. Thanks, Katrina. How are you this morning? What's up, Renee? Going to be a couch potato today, are you? Dude, thanks, man. Got to bring the orange suit back, right? Parkview Drive in Maryville Flea Market. Come see Ruth and her friends. Thank you, Mel. Appreciate that. You're welcome, Kathy. Sure hope you have a great weekend as well. And good morning to Layla. If you're not used to the platform, we're going to go right along and hit those national holidays for the day today. What will they be? I've not even looked at them yet. All right, but of course, it's September 27th, so we're celebrating birthdays and events. Any birthdays out there, let us know. Any events, let us know as well if you're looking for something to do today. All right, so it's National Day of Forgiveness. It's always a good day. It's National Seat Check Saturday. I remember doing those days when the kids were in car seats. Go get the car seat checked and make sure everything's working okay and you've got it installed correctly. These are great things. I don't know if we have anything going on in town for National Seat Check Day. Typically, Children's Hospital does something. So I'm not quite sure if they are or not. It's National Scarf Day. Great. Although a little bit on the warm side to be wearing a scarf. We're not quite there yet, are we? It's National Singles Day. Anybody out there? All the single ladies? Sorry, I won't do that. What's up, Wiley? How are you this morning? Tina? Any singles out there? Doesn't have to be ladies. Any singles? All right, Save Your Photos Day. Do you save your photos? I think all of our photos are kind of digital now, aren't they? It's National Ghost Hunting Day. Ooh. Do you believe in ghosts? Have you ever done a ghost hunt? I have not. And while I'm not necessarily a believer in ghosts, I also don't want to experience the fact that maybe, just maybe, I don't want to be scared. Let's just say that. It's National Public Lands Day. All right, that's great. The BLM. I grew up, camping on BLM land, Bureau of Land Management. It's National Hunting and Fishing Day. Any hunters and fishermen out there? Good day for that. It's National Corned Beef Hash Day. I'm going to double. Yeah, oh, yes. I love me, especially homemade corned beef hash is like so good. There's some eggs in there. Oh, now I'm hungry for some breakfast. It's National Crush a Can Day. Or crush all of them. Save some space. And it's National Chocolate Milk Day. Any chocolate milk lovers out there? That is probably a true statement, Buck. I remember hearing that back in the day when, the kiddos were on the youngin' side. Oh, we got a cool sunrise taking shape here. How about this color in the sky? Let's just take a look at this for a second as I look at my cameras. Ooh, got a nice little view there. That looks pretty good. Can't go wrong with that. A nice little sunrise. All right, let's talk about some weather history, shall we? This date in weather history, on the 27th of 1989, freezing temperatures were reported in the Great Lakes region and the Ohio Valley. In 1988, thunderstorms developing ahead of a cold front produced large hail in southeastern Wyoming during the afternoon. In 1987, while those at the base of Mount Washington, by the way, I've been there, where the highest wind speeds ever recorded before the anemometer just blew up, enjoyed a sunny skies and temperatures in the 70s. The top of the mountain was blanketed with 4.7 inches of snow and winds gusting to 99 miles per hour, making a temperature of 13 degrees. Okay, then. I've been there. It's crazy. 1985, Hurricane Gloria swept over the Outer Banks, then rushed across Long Island in New England and in Canada. In 1985, a record early season snowstorm struck the Central Plains. The storm left up to 19 inches of snow along the Colorado Front Range. 1985, I do remember that. That was the blizzard of 1985, maybe. 19 inches of snow. Yup, I remember that day. We built our forts out in the front because I lived in Denver. And I was 1985, I was 8 years old. I remember that. In 1970, afternoon highs of 103 degrees reached in Long Beach, California, which is hard to do as well. In 1959, a tornado of 440 yards in width traveled 20 miles near Hollow, Oklahoma. And in 1816, a black frost over most of New England killed unripened corn in the north, resulting in a year of famine in 1816. Whew. All right, let's talk about some history, shall we? On this date in 1998, Mark McGwire of the St. Louis Cardinals set a Major League Baseball record when he hit his 70th home run of the season. I remember that. In 1983, Larry Bird signed a 7-year contract with the Celtics worth $15 million. The time the contract made him the highest paid Celtic in history. Anybody love Larry Bird and those short shorts, the short shorts that he used to wear? Mm-hmm. Now the shorts are super long. In 1964, the Beach Boys appeared in the Ed Sullivan Show for the first time. They performed I Get Around. That's going to be in your head all day long, isn't it? In 1959, the Japanese island of Honshu was hit by Typhoon Vera. Nearly 5,000 people were killed. And in 1954, The Tonight Show made its debut on NBC with Steve Allen as the host. The more you know. A cool view. Got some really cool clouds hanging out with us in Anderson County. This is downtown Clinton this morning. How about that? That's a really cool view. Ominous looking skies off in the distance as we have some storms that are hanging out to our north. Let's see if we have any cool Witchers pictures here. We do have some cool Witchers pictures, so let's get to work with some Witchers pictures. How about that? We had some nice sunsets yesterday and sunrises. We also had some billowing clouds. How about this nice little view? This would be sent in and probably sideways. Boop. All right, this one was, this photo is sent in by Cole Lewis. Sunset over Parksville Lake in Ocoee. That's really cool. Cole also sent a picture of a towering cumulonimbus cloud yesterday. Love those towering cumulonimbus clouds. Autopilot, nice mailbox light, he says. That's pretty cool. He's ready for the holiday season, I'd say. Good job, Otto. And another great one from last night's sky from the backyard, Jan J. Jan J from the backyard, a nice little night, late summer night, early fall night, right there in our own backyard. Great photos, my friends. All right, it's 8:18. We're not going to stick around too long. We're going to let you go for the day. Remember, if you have travel plans to the southeastern coastline, pay attention. Potential tropical cyclone 9, or rather soon to be Imelda, if not yet, doesn't look like it is, may be swinging its way into the southeastern coastline. Where does it go? Not quite sure yet. But we'll keep you posted on that. Make sure you track the rain today, of course, with the interactive radar and the East Tennessee weather app. Got some ominous looking skies out there already and some storms that are already firing up for some of you. So make sure you track it. A couple of storms throughout the day today. Less coverage of rainfall, less storms as we get into our Sunday, Monday. And then, of course, we'll keep an eye on potential tropical cyclone number 9 for next week. How does it all play out? Do we get rain? Do we not get rain? We will keep you posted. Check out Witcher's 1-minute weather for your daily forecast. Quick little snippets of the forecasts, what to look forward to, and if you want the big picture weather pattern. If you miss it right here on the Wake Up with Witcher, then you can always check it with your full forecast on the East Tennessee weather app as well. All right, my friends, have a great day. Be safe, be kind to each other. Have an awesome day, and go Vols. See you tomorrow.